Social Media Mistakes Part 2. Hello, everyone. My name is Tessa. I'm a marketing strategist, and I have Tracy Taylor, who is a social media guru, and we bring you T-Squared marketing tips on now Thursdays at 11. Hello. We are talking through Part 2. So we went through 7 mistakes that people commonly make in their social media. And we're going to finish out that list and make sure you guys have a lot of really good information to start implementing and mistakes to avoid, right, Tracy?
Oh, yes. Because you know what? There's nothing like a public mistake on social media. Hey, Meg, you're going to catch this again. This is part of what I just did and win. So
but we appreciate you being here, Meg.
You'll catch some new information because when I do it by myself, it's one way. If I do it with us,
there might be different information. Yeah. Definitely. I come from the nerdy side.
Well, you're nerdy. I mean, I don't know. We both are, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we're going to go. Tracy left us hanging on a cliffhanger last week saying that one of the biggest ones was number 8 and that she was going to make us wait until the next week for number 8. So, hey, we are going to start right off with a big one. So Tracy, yes. Number 8 of the social media mistakes people commonly make.
Oh my stars. So number 8, the biggest mistake ever is you're just winging it. You have no strategy.
No strategy.
And here's the thing. The average business owner can spend up to 6 hours a day on social media. So how in heaven's name would you do this with no, just on a wing and a prayer, just kind of hanging out there, having a good old time like Bon Jovi, winging a prayer? You have to be able to understand what's going on. Do you even know where to look to figure it out? And if you have a strategy in place, even a strategy for one post a day, can make or break your results. And you want to see benefits, and you want to see big benefits. And so when you do that, it's enough. I work with a couple of clients who, Tessa, you may do the same thing. I work with a couple, and literally at the end of each month, I send them an email with 30 or 31 days, and it literally just says what to post each day.
Mm-hmm.
I watch them post that, and I'm going to tell you, the client that I'm talking about right now, when she started doing this, it made all the difference in the world. Her stuff comes up in my feed more regularly. I see it. I can I can comment, I can share, I can be engaging. I'm just one person. What happens if that happened to all of your followers? Like, these are your potential clients.
Right. Exactly. Well, and I want to clarify too. A lot of people think, well, I have a strategy. I'm going to go live. I'm going to post. But is it really built around your business too? Do you know what people are searching for? Do you know what their pain points are? So strategy goes a little bit deeper, and that's what Tracy's great at coming up with, creating for you, is really how are you going to, what are you going to post about? What's going to get results? And then how are you going to make that into business, right? Your return on involvement, as Tracy says. I always mess it up. I'm like, engagement. No, it's
still ROI.
I know. I always.
But it's return on involvement, because here's the thing: if you post once a week, or if you post 2 or 3 times a week, and nobody knows when to do it, they are just. Meg, we can chat. It's so much fun. And I miss every one of her coffee dates because it's always right in the middle of something.
I need to watch
and be like, Meg, coffee date. But I also think
or do multiple coffee dates, maybe.
We need to give you a couple of pointers to go more than, because sometimes I'm like, oh, it's 9:04, and I click it and I'm going, she's leaving. I'm like, oh crap. Okay.
I do catch Meg's replays though. So do it like Meg is. Meg is doing it, man. She's out there trying. She's doing it. So sorry, Tracy, go ahead. Strategy.
Strategy. I mean, here's the thing. Again, We're not on a wing and a prayer like Bon Jovi. We want to make sure that your people you want your followers to be ready for it. Like they're looking for you. So you want them to know. And sometimes strategy may be kind of a wing and a prayer with what you're going to post, but more of a time. So there's a type of post strategy and there's a time strategy. And the best thing to do with the time strategy is use a scheduling software, and be able, which we'll talk about more of that at the bottom of this because we have a thing, but you have to be what time. So on Mondays, are you posting at 10 a.m.? Tuesdays, are you having a coffee date with Meg at 9 a.m., which I think she changed the time, so I might be in trouble on that one. But then Wednesdays, are you going to wait and post closer to lunch? One night on the busiest night of the week, are you going to post between 5 and 7 p.m. to catch your people and doing the early evening engagement? And are you posting on the weekends or not? Right. And then when are you going live? So there's multiple things that come into this strategy, and you want to make sure that you know what you're doing. I mean, this is an integral part of your business. This is it. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Tessa knows this. I've said it before. It's been quite a long time. I ran my business for the first 12 months, almost 15 months. See, I told you I was wrong, Meg. It's now 10, not 9. So anyway, I knew it was Tuesdays though, which tells you Meg's done a good job at putting, I know she has coffee dates on Tuesdays, but here's the thing. I ran the first 12 to 15 months of my business with no website.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got
clients. Too. And I'm a web developer, and I had no website for a while.
So here's the thing. We got clients doing 2 things, networking and social. That's why your strategy is so important.
Oh, and that's one of the tips that we're going to get into, but one of the mistakes that people make. But what I will say is that strategy breaks down into so many different things. It's worth a call with Tracy to plan your social media strategy, or get both of us and you get marketing and social media strategy, which obviously social media is part of marketing, but it comes down to, it's what you're posting, it's the timing, it's what, how are you engaging with people? What are your call to actions? It's like this big picture of everything that you're doing in your marketing. And I will tell you that when you nail it down and you truly understand what 3 main benefits, not features, you provide, and you can boil it down, everything becomes easier. And then you know what to post and people love it, and you can go from there. So definitely big mistake, no social strategy.
What is it? Isn't it strategy? Is it strategy eats culture for breakfast? Or did I say
I haven't heard that one.
I don't know. It sounds good. So let's go with it. But let's move on to number 9, because we have just taken a ton of time with that.
Oh, I know. But that's good. It is critical. And Tracy wasn't kidding when she said that was a number really, really big one.
Big one. So number 9. Like when you're trying to date, you're not getting any action. Action on social media is one of a couple of things. It's actually one of 3 things. So, 4 actually. So it's, you're not getting any action means you're not getting any clicks, likes, comments, or shares. And so here's the thing, and I'm going to try to blow through this one so we can get to number 10, because I know number 10 is going to be a heavy setter on Tessa. So I'm going to kind of shorten this one so we can spend some time on number 10. You have to know how to get people to do that. You have to have, again, there's that strategy word. If you don't have strategy, you're not getting any action. And that means we have to have a super strong call to action on the post that you're wanting a like, comment, share, or a click.
Right.
So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to let you go to number 10, because I know this is all about Tessa, y'all.
My gosh.
Tessa, 100%. I'm just going to sit there and smile.
Not tracking results. Number 10. So one of the biggest mistakes that people do make, and I see this, they don't even have their tracking pixel on their website, and they're not looking at their statistics in the back end of social media or on their website. So what your results, your tracking can tell you so much. It can tell you what's your biggest platform that you're getting traffic from? Where are you getting your conversions from? If you set it up right, you can it will do all the hard work for you and give you a dashboard even that you can see, okay, I'm getting a 12-to-1 return on investment, or I'm, whatever the number is that is magical to you. Do I have most of my people coming through Facebook? Are we getting conversions? Is this ad working? all of that comes from having the right tracking pixels. And there's a Facebook tracking pixel and there's Google Analytics. Both of them are super important. And if you don't have them, or if you don't know if you have them, please, please, please reach out to me and I will check your website and we will make sure that you have that tracking capability.
Girlfriend will help you out.
Yes, please, because I can't bear, you're collecting data. Even if you do nothing with it, you're collecting data so that you can see over historically, how are you doing? Year over year or month over month or even quarter over quarter. Like, how is your website and your social media? How is your marketing doing? The health of your marketing depends on this. So please reach out to me. So number 11, not networking. And this is, we both, Tracy and I are big networkers. We actually met through networking, through BNI.
We do what we preach. We do what we say. And I'm surprised I'm not up here jumping, doing a cartwheel, but that's okay. We'll talk about that in a second. Here's the thing. People, especially, and y'all know, if you've listened to us, y'all know I'm over it. I'm done with COVID. So here's the thing. I can't network. I can't do this. I can't do that. Okay. Question. How many, honestly, be honest with yourself. How many social platforms?
Sorry, something is playing. Hold on.
I don't
know what's playing.
I don't hear it.
I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, I'm glad you don't hear. You go ahead.
I don't hear it. It's probably some little background for you. So here's my question. How many social media platforms are you honestly on? So is it 5? So Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Gosh.
I think there's more. Oh, nope. I think you Twitter, Instagram.
So you do Facebook Lives, multiple. So you can do that. So if you are on 6 platforms, each one of those is considered its own community, and it has its LinkedIn. We left that one out.
There we go.
I knew there was one. And so here's the thing. Each one of those is its own community. Each one of those has its own individual. Yes, Meg, 5 for you. Own individual networking opportunities. And here's the thing. It's not net fun. It's not net farming. It's net working. Work, y'all. Work it. Work it, twerk it, however you want to come up with it. Work it, but have fun with it. So
yes.
What does that look like? Networking is part of the comments, part of the having conversations, rolling somebody over into your email list, having a messenger, taking a conversation out of a feed, moving it into your inbox for messenger, or scheduling a 20-minute call with them, adding them to your email list, getting them into a group with you to watch your lives. I mean, Tessa, you and I both do our very own show, and Meg does it too, very own show in Women's Entrepreneur Network with 70,000 women. We do our own individual shows. That is a huge opportunity. Yes. And Tessa and I do networking around town. And even though right now it's still mostly online and on Zoom, I mean, I'm still picking up clients that way. So networking, give them your value, show them what you do. That's how you're going to transition from social to making money through social, which is social selling. And that is,
I love social
whole nother time for a whole nother day. Because next week we already have something planned. So
yes. Oh, so I have to say one thing on networking too. It's people do business with people they know, like, and trust, like, Tracy says all the time. So when you are doing this, you're building a relationship. So you don't come from a sales, like I'm trying to sell somebody. You come from, I'm trying to provide value and service and help people. And they get it when you come from that place.
From a heart of service. Because the last thing you want to do, and I can't even share the message. I need to copy and paste it one day and put it in our comments. But what happens when you friend me, connect with me, and you immediately send me your sales pitch?
I'm pretty sure you
if you
ignore
me, you get a pretty animated response, and you probably don't want to do that again. So A, it's rude. B, I'd like to develop a relationship with you, because here's the thing. I may have a need for what you do. It may not be right now. I had somebody very politely ask me for something last week. I actually asked for one of their little, it was a training thing or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'd love to watch that video. So they sent it to me, followed by a couple of questions. And at the end of the day, we booked a call for next week because I knew that last week and this week were going to be crazy and I just didn't want to deal with it. So I pushed it out till April 10th. No, May 10th. I told him to give me a month. And he was absolutely perfect with that. So that's fine. I need to watch this video. I want to see what they have to offer. It might help me or some clients, which is why I did it. And so I'm good with that.
But being respectful, and you asked for the information first.
Yes.
So that's all about
connection. Oh, hey, let me throw up my business all over your inbox because, oh, by the way, I just hit accept request and 30 seconds later, I have this thing about all this mumbo jumbo that you can do. And do I have a need? And will I pay you? The answer to that is no again, and some other wonderful things. So they do get a not nice response from me. And I think that it makes them kind of open their eyes, because if they're working for somebody else, more than likely they're putting me down as a potential in their little to-do list. And I dare their boss to call me, because I will say they're not a potential in my book, because here's the response I got. You need to train your people. So,
well, and I think it's about knowing how to hit an inbox. And again, come from a place of value, offer something. Tracy saw something that was interesting on a post, like she wanted a video, she requested the information, and then the networking began, right? So the networking doesn't always begin with you being the one who's pushing it, because think of it this way, isn't it much more enticing when someone's playing a little cat and mouse game with you? You want it more when somebody is a little bit less accessible. So I feel like if you are the one who's getting them to come to you, we talked about this in the momentum parties that we did, but that's getting that like intriguing them, and being a little bit more of the kitty call than a dog bark at people. So like the kitty call is like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. You know, it's a little bit more enticing. You don't want to be like, hey, you.
The dogs of my neighbors, and I say that she cat calls, because then they start this like dance thing. It's the weirdest thing ever. They howl in the middle of the night. What are you doing? Yeah. So I tell them, I'm like, she's cat calling, and I don't know what she's cat calling, but anyway. Don't be over pushy. Don't be over salesy. And, you know, if you honestly develop the relationships first, the business is going to naturally come. And I get it if you're in the first year-ish of your business and you really are trying to establish that thing. But I get this question all the time, Tessa, and I do want to intertwine it here. People will say, I have a side hustle. How do I know when to start? How do I know when to break away from my business and come over? And if you're using social media in the first year of your side hustle, the traditional answer is when you have consistently replaced about 80% of your income, it's safe to say, I'm going to roll into this full force. Because if you replace 80% in the next 6 months, if you are wholeheartedly doing the work, you should replace 120% of your income, not just 80%. You can add 40% to it through social, but it's got to be strategized. It's got to be networking. It's got to be focused. It's got to be all the things. So I want you guys to think about that, because we don't know, Tessa, we might be having people on our feed that have side hustles, and that make or break their day, like legit make or break their day. So by the way, today is the first day of the second quarter of 2021, in case nobody failed to mention. It's also April Fool's Day.
Oh, great. I did not play a trick on Tracy.
Dirty jokes. And have fun, but know that we're here for you every Thursday. And I think we have one more tip, Tessa.
Oh, right. One more tip. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on, but we're going to end at number 12, which is not using tools.
So tools are, if you come to Tessa and I with a problem, we are probably going to give you an answer, and it's going to be in the form of a tool or a piece of software, which are pretty much the same things. But some people need them for scheduling. Some people need them for graphics. Some people need them for helping with their content, a variety of things. But these are things, and we can give you a long list. I actually have a list. I'm going to be posting it on both Tessa and my pages.
Yes.
Of some of our favorites. But here's the thing. Use the tools. Make your life easier. It is easier for me. And I know people get so mad at me when I say this, but it is just me. I'm an only child. And this is just how I run my business. I would rather pay for software than pay for an employee.
Oh.
So 100%, that's my thing. That's my guilty pleasure. I pay for things because they work 7 days a week. They very rarely break down. They don't call
charge you overtime.
And, you know, sometimes I can just do, and it's perfectly fine. I mean, yesterday was a nasty day. The weather plummeted in temperature. We had no sunshine. My head was pounding. Pollen was crazy. It was raining. It was storming. Cold front coming in. I came in the office, scheduled my stuff, did my meeting, scheduled my stuff out, and I went to the house.
Right. It does
my
save
business
a ton of
still
time.
ran, even though I was doing laundry. I took a nap. I may or may not have eaten an entire sleeve of Thin Mint cookies to get rid of a headache, but that's neither here nor there. No judgment.
I had no idea that would work.
After a 30-minute nap, it actually worked really well. I don't know if it was partnered with the ibuprofen that I took, but that was my combination. So if you have software, especially for social, you can keep going and your business will keep thriving. So we want you to use the things. If you need a strategy session with either one of us for tools that you can use in your business, we're going to do that. That's probably our live topic for next week, is actually marketing tools that.
Oh gosh, I love tools.
Marketing tools, yes, because we have too many to continue for today. So if you really want to know the secrets, that is it.
There is a link in our post. There's a couple links, so you guys know. Hit the bell before you take off, because then you can get notified when we go live. We have weekly marketing tips for you guys. There is also a link for our questions. So if you have a question and or want to be a guest on the show, please let us know. I think, Meg, you should be on Marketing Tips with Tessa and Tracy for sure. So fill out the form that's in the post.
And then calendar.
Exactly. And if you want to book with us, definitely there's a link that you can go to my website, and we have a page with both Tracy and my schedules. So guys, or either of our websites, you can go to and get to us directly. Tracy has a chat bot on her website, so that's exciting. We've done a show on that too.
Hey, what happens? We might use you as a guinea pig. Like, it's the best thing ever. We have so
Seriously,
much.
Meg, you're going to be on the show. We'll just plan it. We'll talk about you, and we'll do a little marketing strategy session with you. So guys, definitely.
We need to book that, but we're doing tools next week. We got to do tools
next week. We'll get Meg scheduled in, and we'll have her come on live with us. And guys, we'll be back next week at 11 on Thursday. So we changed our date. I have to get my dates right. So
I know, but I did it, and it was great because Thankful Thursday.
Yes, exactly.
Tips
Thursday.
Play jokes today. Be nice because it's April Fool's Day.
Yes, guys, I love a good April Fool's Day. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody. I'm more of like the joke kind of person than a trick person. So you can tell me a joke anytime. So have a great week, guys. We hope you enjoy the holiday, if that's what you guys have, a holiday this weekend, regardless if it's the religious or Easter Bunny. We'll see you guys all next week.
Don't forget to make the Easter baskets, because I've seen multiple parents between Tuesday and today. They go, oh crap, Easter's this weekend. And FYI, for most of you, today's the last day of school. And then the children are going to be home.
Get like 4 days.
They do. They get like 4 days. They get an Easter break. So here's the thing. It's 11:28. If you need to run to Walmart, Target, Walgreens, wherever you got to go, the dollar store, you better get to getting, because these children are coming home and they are going to the Easter Bunny.
Right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.